joining me. Today we're making teacup candles. So you should have everything right here with you. A teacup, some candle scents, some wax, a wick, a couple skewers, and a colored crayon, plus the instructions. And then you will also need a stove, a saucepan, some scissors, a glass container or metal candle making container like this one, and you can also have super glue as an option. So first we're going to get started today by cleaning your teacup. Make sure you clean it with soap and water and you dry it out really thoroughly, because if you don't clean the cup well, the wax won't stick. And again, if you don't dry it well, the wax will not stick. And we just want to make sure that you have the best kind of canvas here for your candle. So get that all washed up and dried and ready to go. And as you can see, you have a beautiful vintage teacup here, so grab yours out of your supply kit and then grab that wick. What you're going to do is you're going to place it in the bottom in the middle and position it, and then grab that skewer, place it over the top, and just kind of wrap the wick around so it holds it in place, because when we pour the wax we want it to stay in place. Grab your wax and your glass container or metal candle making container and pour that wax in. You're going to want to have a saucepan or a large skillet here, and you're going to fill it about halfway with water, and then place the wax in there and then that container in the saucepan, and you're going to heat it on medium-high until the wax is clear and melted. You can give it a stir, and as you can see, this is the wax before it's melted. And then partway through the process, it's starting to get a little melty there. And then even more so after some time, it's still getting melty. So it just takes a little time depending on how much water you have, how hot it's getting, and feel free to stir it around in order to melt it as you go. You can see mine is a little blue, and it's because I had some residual blue in there, but luckily I wanted to make mine blue. So I grabbed my crayon and I just broke off a small piece of the blue and popped it in there. And then I went ahead and stirred it around, and you can take your container off the heat to do this, but it doesn't hurt to leave it on, and that's what I did. And then I went ahead and grabbed my candle scent. Mine was a pretty flowery gardenia, and I just went ahead and poured it in there. It's a little hard to get it out, so if it doesn't quite come out, stick your skewer in there and it'll come out eventually. And then you're going to stir it around, get that scent all mixed up. And then, this is kind of the fun part, get your teacup and you'll just pour that melted wax in there. Mine is a very dark blue, so the more crayon you put, the darker the color you're going to get, but it will dry lighter. Keep that in mind. And you're just going to pour as much as you want. Maybe you'll pour the whole thing, you'll pour less, whatever you like. And then you let it cool for a few hours, and it's going to look something like this. The color is more vibrant, it's lighter, and then you can just slide that skewer out and cut your wick. You're going to have a lot of excess, but cut it to about 1 centimeter so you have a lot to burn, and then you are set to go. You're going to want to let it cool, like I said, for a couple hours, but then you can go ahead and start burning your candle, and it's going to have that great scent, the beautiful color, and it's even in a fun vintage teacup like these. So grab your saucer and you can go ahead and place it on there. If you want to super glue it so it stays together, feel free to do that, but I kind of like mine the way it is, separate. So thank you so much for joining me. Look at this beautiful teacup. Send us a picture of yours, and thanks again.